Mayo. It's Mayo. And I am not inside a house. I am outside. So there was some debate on the Twitters about which is the best between VCV, CVVC, and CV. And the answer is 1. You can cut each larger bank into a smaller bank. So VCV is the ultimate in recording because you can get everything else from it. So, but in usage, VCV can be cut into CVVC, which is useful for some things, but VCV is only useful for Japanese, of course. And once you do CVVC and the blips and the Japanese, and when you do, but the realism of the Japanese, it would need to be required for the thing to have the of, the and, but it would and the, with the, and the VC, what, Pratt, a time shifting post UTAU so that it has ultimate realism because of the timing of the, oh look, it's a cat. Can I switch? I don't think I can switch. But I found a cat. And the VCV is the thing that is the most realistic, but to be the most realistic, you have to use time shifting in a separate software, in my case being Pratt. With CVVC, you get the ultimate realism because you are able to, with the consonants, you stretch them, and when you stretch them, they become realistic because that is the proper timing. But you can do the proper timing UTAU so that you have the realism that is the thing, but and you do the thing, and when you the thing, but if you for Japanese, if you don't really care for the realism, it takes a lot of tuning and changing the note intensity so that the note intensities aren't all the same. Because if the note intensities are all the same, it sounds really weird and gummy, kind of like, and I think that's the right word that I would use, that it sounds gummy. And the gummy is the and, but it doesn't sound that good. But if you do the proper, because some people use P2, P4, or is it P3, P4, or P1, P4? Hi, Leaf. I didn't know I was so close to you. But if you use the tuning and the making of the intensities to be lower, then it sounds really good, but also it becomes difficult with the pitch bends. But if you are willing to use the software post-processing that is not UTAU, which in my case is Pratt, then you are able to get rid of that problem even without changing intensities. And CV is the most UTAU banks, and if you like CV, then that's good because the pitch bends are easier to do than CVVC. It doesn't have the same realism, but that's okay because if you really care about realism, that's the thing you can do. But I think that the majority of people who do UTAU and like UTAU would only record their own CV banks, and that's okay because they're really easy and you can do them in the school computer lab before school. But you can't do that with the other ones because they take more time. So yeah, Japanese VCV is only good for Japanese, but Japanese CVVC is good for English and maybe other languages, but especially English, and I can make it speak English with it. And then the CV is the CV is good too, but it's not as making realistic. Squirrel. Squirrel. Do you want to see a cat? Squirrel, stop being inappropriate.